Leave all the negativity behind. This is a no stress zone.
When it's cold outside, you hold me tight, just my type, you know me high. When it's cold outside, you bless me, anything, everything, never stress me.
Welcome to Pisces TV with Dr. MB. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign. Okay? So whether it be a pick a card, a general reading, love, career, finances, it's for you, and my readings are timeless. If it doesn't resonate with you, check other signs in your chart. Make sure you check out my other videos. If it does resonate, subscribe and thumb me up. Okay, I like those. Leave comments. Make sure you share with your friends. Join us online on Facebook TV as well if you hadn't already. I'm on Instagram as @DrMBTV. And in the description box, you'll find a lot of information on how to reach me. If you need personal readings, check the community board also for specials. I do specialize in spell reversals, distant Reiki, tarot training, life coaching, and much, much more. Let's get started. All right, so what is blocking you? So we discussed today, okay? This message is timeless. So whenever you stumble upon this video, it's for you. So I got this. I was just about to say let's pull some, but we'll do this since that card already popped out. Go ahead and get a question in your mind that you would like the answer to, and I will pull a card at the end of the reading for advice. Okay? So first card out, we have wisdom. And wisdom speaks to following guidance, divine light. With this dove here, your spirit guides. With these little plants, whatever this is, your ancestors, Mother Earth, everybody, right? So wisdom is using lessons from different lifetimes, parallel universes, whatever. And I just made that worse. Well, go me. Now, what may have led to this wisdom, for some, it may be vanity. Okay, we have vanity here and wisdom. Excuse me. So knowing the difference between, because when I see vanity, it's like it's okay to be successful and abundant and all that, but that's something that's gifted to you and that just comes. It's not something you have to promote or just kind of be vain about. Let's just say that. So maybe you have to learn your wisdom comes from knowing when to say when, or maybe that's what's blocking some of you because this man pops up, right? Here he is. And let's read it from the book. This vanity, because it looked like he done popped up in the club, the ghost of Christmas past, to tell them people about themselves. Now this is also the heart chakra and the throat chakra, and I'm going to say this is about what's in your heart, speaking what's from your heart, or something to that degree for sure. So let's see, where is vanity? And they don't have numbers, guys. So all right, so am I feeling disconnected from any people in my life? Am I growing away from limiting relationships? Inspiration. We all say we will stop when we have enough, but there's never enough. You may be looking outside yourself for validation. So something that may be blocking you could be the need for validation. And here is this divine wisdom coming to you to say you don't need that, because the universe and all the earth and elements around you know you. So if you have to explain to somebody and show them who you are, that's not coming from a place of authenticity for the people that make you feel like you have to do that, or you for being true to yourself and being confident within yourself. It's kind of like the more you try to make them believe, it's really you wanting to believe it, and then the spirit is just saying believe it. Now in the past we have isolation. Maybe you hung that suit up because you wised up. And we have prayer. So prayer does change things. This is also willpower with this yellow card. So you may have had a revelation or some spark that propelled you forward from your gut. Now some people say that the spirit or the soul rests in the gut, right? And the gut chakra is the solar plexus. And then with this lemonade, you managed to move away from that energy. And that's what's leading us to wisdom, because you moved away from this vanity, right? You just isolated yourself, or if you hadn't, do so. Isolate yourself, hang that image up or that facade or something. Separate yourself from that energy, right? This vanity. This you needing to explain and people putting you in a position to do so. So separate all of that, and then take those lemons, make lemonade, and then boom, crowning your thought, we have despondence. And so here's the same chick popping up again. So maybe this is where that wisdom came in. Let's see. Because it's in your thoughts or your subconscious. Either way. And we'll put her here. This is purple. This is the crown chakra. So, and then like I said, this lady holding the earth, we have her in both the heart and the crown. So maybe work on making sure that there are no blocks throughout that little connection there. All right, so let's see. It's the first card in this crown chakra. So I would say of all things, this is the beginning, so the lowest energy, right? And also like the Fool card is the beginning to the traditional tarot. It's just the beginning, and I just saw 555, so maybe the beginning of change. So Iris is depressed and unable to look after herself or her home. She cries out to the great spirits for help. Mother Earth appears and suggests Iris shower, eat a good meal, and clean up her house. She does, but still feels despondent. Suddenly, a hurricane hits, and Iris springs into action to rescue her neighbor's children. In the urgency, Iris finds the way out of depression is by taking action. So some of you are being blocked because you're being blocked by not taking action. And the universe will sometimes put situations in your life to make you move when you didn't. Because this lady got some advice from the universe, this wisdom, and she said move. And the chick was like, okay. But then a fire broke out and her adrenaline rushed, right? And she felt different. So that's saying if you feel that you're doing things to feel different, do more. She cleaned up her room and took a shower. That's just walking around the house. Get out. Go to walk somewhere, like literally, because that's the only other thing that's going to get your blood rushing. If something doesn't stimulate the mind, you stimulate the body. So, immediate future, we have destiny. For some of you, this blockage is keeping you out of alignment with either your other half or your soul purpose, which is both, because we came here with a divine counterpart regardless. So this prayer and this destiny are coming up under each other, right? Maybe, no, I'm not going to go backwards, because I was going to say maybe the way the destiny and despondence is sitting there, it's like some of you may be frustrated because you want to come into this divine union and hadn't yet, and you feel like you've done all the work, right? All these lemons. But the immediate future being destiny, it is right around the corner for you, from you, for you, or right around the corner from you. We'll stick with that. But these may be some of the blocks for different people. And look, as I speak of that, I think predominantly the issue may be impatience because of the time you've been in isolation. And it's like, damn, when I get to come out? Okay? So with this blue, again with the throat and third eye chakra, we want to make sure that we are taking the proper insight and properly communicating, because we don't want to get frustrated and angry, right? And as you can see, all of these cards are blue. So the vanity, the isolation, the impatience, it's like a cycle. First you trying to prove you good, right? And you're not. So then you get to yourself, like them people be, I'm deleting my Facebook, and I always sit there like, okay, right? And then they sit there probably bored, wanting to reach back out to us on Facebook and don't after their detox. But basically, you are in alignment with destiny, and I can see here that you may be a little bit impatient, and you are wanting to expand because this is coming up in your hopes. So you want to expand, and you will. And look at this, more blue. Okay, blue speaks to the Christ Conscious Collective. Blue speaks to Archangel Michael. Blue speaks to water. Blue speaks to emotions. So vanity, isolation, impatience, expansion. So have patience. Maybe get out of isolation, but when you do so, don't put yourself on display. Be cool, right? And then the overall outcome, we have victim. Okay, so this victim card is about somebody trying to get over on this. I believe the dragon was trying to get over on this little animal here. Or no, the dragon and this person both tried to screw each other. And then this person, since they got the rawest end of the deal, felt like they, woe is me, but really both of them kind of came in sideways. So let me see. Okay. So some people feel victim to others that may have accomplished what they wish to accomplish and tell all the reasons why the other person may have made it and they didn't. But Spirit is saying, nope, dissipating, which is sitting, talking about, you know, those people that's like, they talk about like all the things that they wanted to do or they could have done better than the next, but didn't. And it's kind of like because they always just sat there watching life pass them by, right? With this little bird, they listen to everything they say and repeat it back to them. So someone like you is probably sitting around with you, for some of you, not all of you, talking about what you could have done, should have done, would have done, like unsung, and then saying how maybe the odds were against you, or you didn't complete certain things because somebody did this. And so these two are very significant because they're coming up at the end of the reading. And here is this miracle card. When I ask in my mind, like what are you blocking by being a victim or not letting go? What are you blocking by repeating the same story of what happened to you? You're blocking this miracle. So, wisdom, we got enlightenment. Vanity, we got growth. Proud of you. I'm just telling y'all how this gonna play out, so y'all make sure y'all, if you want the outcome, you just put it in the work. So recovery is to find something that is lost with this isolation of being trapped, right? This coat is in the closet. Spirit is gonna give you a key, and you can get out. Okay, with this purple, it may be through meditation. Now with this prayer, you're no longer on the hunt or feel hunted or on the prowl, right? Because this instinct came in reverse. Now instinct could also be aware. You see how this wolf is looking, and then he turned his head like, you quick on your feet. With the universe working with you, it don't got to be all that. And so that's why it's in reverse. Now, with despondence, we have bittersweet that was also in reverse. And bittersweet speaks to maybe celebrating a loss or something like that. Despondent was something you didn't want. And bittersweet is like dealing with it, okay? Without holding on to it too much. Now with destiny, we have creation. So this spark from your twin flame, soulmate, other half, higher self, is going to allow you to create. And it's the same color as instinct and destiny, okay? Now, impatience, we have workaholic. Maybe you want to speed things up. So you think if I overly do some shit, that'll hurry it up? Nope. And then for expansion, I have perception. So it's not that you aren't expanding. It may be how you're looking at it. What do you consider to be expansion? And then we have growth and perception together. Enlightenment, dissipating, and miracles. So something's going to pull you out of just sitting there being unsung, right? And you're going to grow beyond needing others to see what you actually are just trying to see within yourself or trying to prove, because you know you're not acting on it. So that's all you can do is try to explain it, make it sound good. But Spirit is saying that's not enough, because there's people out here like full-fledged making moves. And it's a big difference between like talking about those moves and actually having that track record, which affects your self-esteem, which is why these people don't have a desire to be validated, because they're taking the steps. And if you desire to be validated, that may be because you're missing something and you're trying to compensate. So Spirit is going to give you this key. Key is a good luck talisman for Pisces. And maybe that's going to get you to work on something different, to take your mind off of whatever you feel is blocked. And then for others of you, overdoing something isn't going to make it come quicker if divine timing is at play. So don't work to death. Don't keep painting a picture. Okay, that didn't work. Let me paint this other picture. Let's see how this goes. That didn't work. Let me try it this way. It ain't got to be like that. And create. And bittersweet is in reverse. So I don't think it's going to be bittersweet. I think it's going to be sweet, because we turned those lemons into lemonade. And even though it's tart, lemonade, if it's made right, ain't just bitter. And forgiveness. Okay? I read this meaning, and here we are back at the purple, the crown. So forgive yourself. Don't be hard on yourself, because the crown chakra is your communication to your higher self in the universe. It is what opens up and communicates, right? This baby and this rhino, it's like, I think the rhino was playing, the kid was playing, and then the parents came and saw that this baby was with this rhino, and instead of freaking out, waking it up, it kind of just let things chill. So instead of you trying to beat something down, saying you deserve it or it's yours or you're mine, we're destined, and all that shit, be cool. Forgive this monster, okay, that maybe robbed you of your innocence, honey, or took your idea, or got that promotion over you, or broke your heart, or parents that weren't there. Because where the fuck was his parents to even let him do this? Whatever it was, the overall answer that I'm going to sit right there is forgiveness. So what's blocking you? It may very well be the ability to clearly and authentically forgive not only just others, yourself, mainly yourself. Because I think you may beat yourself up more for not accomplishing all these things that you've created in your mind that you should do or should have done. And so you know about these things more than others, so you know when you haven't fulfilled them before others. So you're going to beat yourself up about that. Be more realistic with your goals and take more steps toward them without second guessing yourself or questioning it. My rule of thumb and my experience after trial and error is whichever way you truly desire to go and put the actions toward it and it's authentic in your heart is the way. You ain't gonna sit there and pray and ask for the universe to show you your way. The universe isn't gonna do that, or God, they're not gonna do that. What they do is build your courage. They build your confidence. They take you through things to show you what you actually like and what you don't like. And they show you a little bit of how it would be if you were to align. And then they take it away from you for a little bit to make sure you really, really wanted it so that you can work even harder for it and get it again. And then boom. That's how somebody has a story to tell on the Ellen Show or some shit. So you're welcome. And when you get there, just give me a shout out, plug the YouTube page in there. And I appreciate the Chakra Wisdom Oracle for this beautiful What's Blocking You reading for my dear water signs. Until next time, join us on Facebook at Pisces TV. Check out the Life Purpose special that I have in the community board, and leave me comments. Let me know how you guys are liking these little mini reads. Namaste.